I am Jacob. I'm going to be playing Mr. Merrick in the Elephant.
Good morning, Mr. Merrick.
I can't show anything to say. Forgot them. You are so beautiful.
Good morning, Mr. Merrick.
Well, that is what I planned to say. But I forgot what I planned to say. I couldn't think of anything else. I was so excited.
Real charm is always planned, don't you think? I've brought you some things I hope you like, Mr. Merrick. I hope you don't think it too forward.
Oh no.
I knew you'd understand. Here. I want you to know that I don't go about giving my pictures to just anyone.
Oh no, I would never think it. It's so beautiful. You are so... I'll go to a place of honor here, right next to my mother.
She's very pretty. Your mother.
Yes. Well, I do not know why I look like this, Mrs. Condell. My mother was so beautiful. She was knocked down by an elephant in the circus while she was pregnant. Something must have happened, don't you think?
It may well have.
It may well have, but sometimes I think my head is so big because it is so full of dreams. Because it is. Do you know what happens when dreams cannot get out?
Why not?
Neither do I. Something must. Mr. Tree says that you're in the theater. Do you live there?
Oh, no, Mr. Merrick. I just work there.
So you must display for your living then, like I did.
That is not myself, Mr. Merrick. That's an illusion. This is myself.
This is myself too. Well, working there would be wonderful. Is it beautiful?
You've never been?
Alice? No.
Well, you must go. It's one of the most beautiful places on earth. Of course, I'm rather partial.
Tell me about it, please.
It's very difficult to put in a nutshell. But I should say, the theater is the shrine of the imagination, where one may suspend disbelief and travel anywhere in the world, to any time you desire. You may look over the shoulders of kings unobserved and battle with ruthless tyrants and marry the beautiful princess, all in the space of a few hours. On stage, you may be whoever you wish to be, do anything you please, and always, always live happily ever after. The theater is all the brightest and best things of the world, Mr. Merrick. It's lights and music, gaiety and joy. It's, well, it's romance.
Romance!
That's the one thing the theater has in great store. Which reminds me. Frederick says you like to read. Have you read it?
I'm reading Romeo and Juliet now. If I profane with my unworthiest hand, this holy shrine, a gentle pine is this. My lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand, to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands, and hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy Palmer's kiss.
Have not saints' lips and holy Palmer's kiss.
I pilgrim lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh, then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. We pray. Grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Why, Mr. Merrick, you're not an elephant man at all.
Oh, no?
Oh, no, no. You're a Romeo.
If I'd been a Romeo, guess what?
What?
I would not have put the mirror to her breast.
You mean the scene where Juliet appears to be dead and he holds up the mirror to her breath and sees...
Nothing. How does it feel that he killed himself because he sees nothing?
Well, my experience as Juliet has been, particularly with an actor I will not name, that while I'm laying there dead, and he is lamenting excessively, I get to thinking that if this slab of ham does not part from the ham hock of his life-tooth sweet, I'm gonna scream, pop off the tomb, and plunge a dagger into his seed-stealing heart. Romeos are very undependable.
Because he does not care for Juliet.
Not care?
Does he take her pulse? Does he get a doctor? Does he make sure? No. He kills himself. The illusion fools him because he does not care for Juliet. He only cares for himself. If I'd been Romeo, we would have gotten away.
But then there would be no play, Mr. Merrick.
If he did not love her, why should there be a play? Looking in the mirror and seeing nothing? That is not love. That is an illusion. When the illusion ended, he had to kill himself.
Why, that was extraordinary.
Before I spoke with people, I had no one to think of all these things because there's no one to think them for. Now things just come out of my mouth, which are true.
Mr. Merrick, I feel you would benefit by even more company than you are provided here. In fact, by being acquainted with the best, and they with you. I shall make it my task if you'll permit. As you know, I'm a friend of nearly everyone, and I do pretty well as I please, and what pleases me is this task, I think.
Mrs. Kendall, you are splendid.
Mr. Merrick, I must go now. I should like to return if I may, and so that we may, without delay, teach you about society. I should like to bring my good friend, Dorothy Lady Neville. She would be most pleased if she could meet you. Let me tell her yes? Then until next time, I'm sure your church model will surprise us all. Mr. Merrick, it's been a very great pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Thank you for coming, Mrs. Kendall.
But it was my pleasure. Thank you.